people? Hope everyone is good. So, the third signing is on the verge of coming into Leeds United. Joe Rothwell. What do I think? Does he fit the system? Why have we signed this player? What does he bring? Am I happy? His attributes, everything about him. This is a scout report. Let's get into it. And if anyone's interested, there's the basic information of the player. 29 years old, 6'1", so a big physical presence, which is good. Obviously came from Bournemouth on loan. Main position, central midfielder, box 8. That is what he does. Very plain and simple. It's a box 8. Good in possession, good on the ball. We'll get into that. Preferred foot, right. Nationality English. Had 168 Championship appearances, so a very good career in the Championship. Mainly successful ones as well. And as you can see, a decent injury record, which is also a big bonus, because what's the best player are the ones that are available. You can have an unbelievable player. If he's not available, what's the point? Right. There is basic playing stats. As played at youth level in England as well. Played in League One, very good career, and obviously a lot of appearances in the Championship. Let's get into the interesting stuff now. The heat maps. The information of the player. What is the player? What will he bring to Leeds United? And why have we signed him? This is it. So first of all, the heat map. Okay? First of all, the heat map. And as you can see, a very typical looking box 8. Almost defines it perfectly in the way in which he plays. And that is what we need. And this signing for me, and when you look at the signing, the key aspect of this signing is it is something we need that we don't have. I understand people are looking at this going, it's not an exciting name, 29-year-old. His name's Joe Rothwell. It's not some of the extravagant names that we want, Spanish midfielders. But his role and what he does in a side is very effective. And that's the key thing that we need for a player to have the attributes that we don't currently have in our midfield, but also do the same role in certain aspects that our current midfielders have, which means he suits the system. But not only that, he can excel in different ways our current midfield don't. And a big one is that, and that's why the goal and the shot heat map is there next to it, is the goal scoring and the shooting side of the game, and the way in which he arrives and attacks the box. Is he a creative midfielder? No. Is he good on the ball? Can he drive? Can he maintain possession? Is he a progressive passer? Yes. Is he a smart player that understands build-up? Is he an active player in the build-up that's always looking to pass and move? Yes. And that's the type of profile you're getting from an attacking perspective. And as you can see from the heat map here, Joe Rothwell can score 4 or 5 goals a season from midfield. And a lot of them, most of them, will be him attacking the box. He also has a strike on him. How many times last season did our midfield fail to attack the box? They didn't, did they, really? Or if they did it, they didn't do it with intent, where they expected, I'm going to get this and shoot. They kind of did it because that was kind of what they got told to do, but they never really expected to get the ball or had the intent of attacking to score, right? And that's the profile we have. This guy is different in that profile. And as you can see here, look at his goal scoring. A lot of it are these central areas. That's the pink, by the way. A lot of it is these central areas, running from deep, the edge of the box, centrally. Of course, you can see, you can hit them. And what you see here, by the blue, the build-up on the left as well, again, a lot of shots come from that left side. The main goal-scoring threat for him is arriving in these central areas from midfield. That is something we categorically do not have. Right? We have good players on the ball, which he is as well. He's a solid player on the ball, especially going forward. We don't have those move finishes, which he has in the blocker. Like I said, 10 goals in his breakthrough season. Breakthrough is one of his best seasons in the Championship. He got 10 goals from assists from the 8 role at Blackburn and 3 goals. And obviously got three or 4 goals last year. Since January, by the way, at Southampton. That's instantly more than our midfield. Straight away. So now looking at his technical ability. And again, you guys here last year, you know, these are the attributes I associate with the central midfielder box 8 that Daniel Farke requires. Again, This is at championship level. This is at a level we play at, by the way. Technical ability, again, the first, obviously very important. First touch and ball control. These are two, we need that. We know this. In a possession-based system, where your reliance on not only moving the ball quick, which is something that Joe Rothwell does do well, and there is downsides to him, and I'll go through them, don't worry. There's always is with players, there's attributes players don't have. First touch, ball control, Joe Rothwell is a tidy player on the ball, in the sense that what I like about him, and what's maybe different with Kamara, is Joe Rothwell he'll move the ball very quickly. He's always eager to progress. Now, in a possession-based system, in order to break down a low block, a mid block, a defensive shape, whatever you want to call it, you have to. The detail on the pass is key, and how long you spend on the ball is key. The movement off the ball is also key. What Joe Rothwell does well, and this will help in transition, by the way, as well, when we're on the counter. Joe Rothwell is very quick at moving the ball. Very quick. It's rare you'll see him have 2 or 3 more touches, unless he's in a tight situation and he has to get out of it with a turn. He moves the ball quickly and well, and likes to go forward with it. So ball control, first touch are very good. Short passing is the main side of his game, which, apart from maybe the shooting side of it, the passing side of it with the assists he's got in his career is one of the main parts of the game, which I love about this player. He's very good passer. Quick passer, detail as well. The pass detail is good. You guys know I love pass detail. It's a simple thing. You give him the ball 10 yards. Can you give it there as quick as possible? I hate it when passes are slow behind the player. They ruin the momentum. Joe Rothwell's pass detail is decent. He'll ping it into them. Their first touch, then they can go forward with it, as opposed to stopping and then slowing the play down. And he's a very good short passer. Very successful in terms of percentages. He likes to progress and keep the ball moving, keep the move flowing. Long passes as well. And this is something I realised. I'm looking at all his statistics from Southampton this year, and the amount of times, because he didn't start with Southampton because he came in January, the amount of times he gets the ball, in his first instance, if the opposite winger, if he gets the ball centrally a bit more left, if the opposite winger is gone, he will find them. Again, like something we don't have, right? Which is key. So that's good. Technical ability, progressive pass, like I said. The best thing about him for me is the shooting and the progressive passing side of it. I want to say progressive passing, that's not necessarily an assist. That's I know there's an exact detail, but I'm trying to do it in layman's terms. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but basically, you get the ball, going forward in an advanced area where you can create an attack, progressing the play, making the play continue, right? Making the attacking movement continue. That's kind of what that means, and he's good at that. Defensively, this is, again, not a strength of his. Like I said, I'm going to be honest in here. Defensively, not great. He doesn't get involved in a lot of defensive work. He tracks back. Lots of he does do that. He does track. He doesn't like his lazy defender. He tracks back. He's a decent blocker. He's not a bad marker either, but he's not necessarily a defensive monster, right? And of course, if you have Guerrero or Ampadu, you don't necessarily need that. He's not as good as Kamara in that sense, but in terms of the forward side of it, it's much better than the defensive side of it. Defensive side of it is something that don't expect him to be a ridiculous defender, because he just isn't. Not that he's terrible at it. He has the physical prowess. He's decent in at being a presence, but he's not a massive defensive player. But he's a very tidy player on the ball who will find progression in the play, build the play up, pass and move, and find good spaces as well in forward positions, which is, again, something we like. And defensive positional player. And forget the score. That's from my previous one. That is not the correct score. But there's some good solid numbers in there. There's also things that are not so great, but that's why you have other players around him. Physical attributes. Using your body to maintain the ball. This is always important for me. And you see Glenn Kamara did it a lot last year, where he's under pressure. His back's to goal and he's got a guy pressing him. How good is he at using his body to get his body between ball and man, to maybe turn the guy, find a pass? It's an important attribute for a possession-based side, because a lot of the time when you are against a team that's playing deep, you'll need to work in tight spaces. So using your body in an attacking move or a possession-based move is very important. Rothwell is decent at that. There's a lot of times I've been seeing where he'll get the ball, he'll be impressed, he'll just make a little turn, get out of it, and find the pass quickly. That's what I like. And he suits the profile we need, but also at the same time, it's different. because he provides different types. He's not better than what we have. He's a good squad player for me, who in certain games and certain situations, it'll be time to say, right, Rothwell, this is your chance. It's a very transitional game. It'd be great in that sense, giving the ball to the wingers early and quick. Very good. Physicality 7. He's a big guy. Not necessarily his game. You know, it's quite, you know, to say he's that big, he doesn't necessarily use physicality in that sense. He's a strong guy. Obviously, he can use his body well, but in terms of the defensive dual side of it, agility, yeah, 6'1". He's not that agile. Doesn't need to be. Movement, this is again physical movement. Give it a 6. Fitness 8, decent fitness side of it. Fit player, always likes to, you know, works hard for the full duration of the game. Never gives up. Always got that work rate side of it. But I can't give it higher because he's not played so much. Psychological, very important aspect of this. Mentality in difficult moments. Like in an 8, he's a player who popped up for Southampton in times where they needed a goal. And that's important to me. A player that doesn't hide, doesn't share away from the responsibility. He sees the responsibility and he's fine to take that on his shoulders. He's got that experience to understand it. And that kind of sets him with all these, the persistence, the leadership side of it as well. He's a talker, he's a speaker. His calmness. He's a calm player in possession. Calm on the ball. You know, calm in decision making. Reading the game technically. Excellent. That's why I like him and that's why he's a really good asset to have. I'm not saying this guy's going to blow everyone away with how he plays. I kind of know how he plays. He'll know what he does and he'll do it well. And it'll work and it'll help us. Kind of in the same way Kenny McLean's Norwich sides, you know, in the way in which he'd get the ball deep and progress it forward without being this quick, agile player. He'd use his brain and how smart he is to understand the game tactically and his technical ability on the ball to progress. That's kind of that profile, I guess. Thinking speed, quick thinker, like I just said, knows where the move's going to develop, find spaces, and concentration, yeah. And just quickly, here's his stuff on FBref. Obviously, you know the details for FBref, but now, last 365 days, players in similar position have played a similar amount of games. Very good. Box to box 8, you know. XG decent, shooting decent, non-penalty XG decent. Very good percentiles, very high. Pass completion decent, top 6%. Progressive passes, top 8%. Progressive passes is up there. Progressive carries is also up there, which is, again, for a guy that doesn't do it that much, very effective with it. That's good to see. And on the other side, there you can look at the kind of it as a wheel. Yeah, again, not the defensive player by any means of the imagination. Could probably put his ratings lower, to be fair. But yeah, that's it, people. Let me know what you guys think about this signing. Excited? I think it's not an exciting signing. It's not something that's going to go, wow, yeah. It's something that's going to go, ooh, nice. I like it. Good. You know what I mean? Good option. Different to what we have. Can provide different things. Good competition. Good squad depth. Good experience. You know, without, again, being exciting or extraordinary or defining. It's a good player. One that you want in a promotion side. An option you want and an option we need. Bring things that we don't have. And that's what's important to me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate all the support as usual. Please give one of them. It just helps. See you guys soon. I'll do a right back video coming soon. But yeah, peace.